stop, this pottery figure from 1000 to 300 BCE. The earliest or Neolithic period of Japanese culture is known as the Jomon. Jomon is a term that refers to cord marks or distinctive marks on the pottery, which is possibly the oldest pottery produced in the world. The Jomon people were hunter-gatherers, and their large shell mounds point to a diet rich in coastal seafood. Not much more is known of their language or of their ethnicity. This figure from the later Jomon is one of about 15,000 such figures that have been found throughout Western Japan. Most of these clay statuettes are female, with wide breasts and hips that suggest their use in fertility rituals and possibly healing rites. Here are questions for you to think about. What is most distinctive about the figure as a human representation? Why do you think the eyes are depicted in such large proportion with those slits for pupils? What kind of patterns are here on the figure's upper body? Consider this figure with others that it's grouped with. Does it help to see the figures with these other figures together? So far, no one really knows the purpose of these figures or even exactly what is depicted on them. What do you think they represent? How might they be used in a preliterate culture? Specialists have speculated that these, very often found with missing arms, legs, or maybe even their bottom half, may have been deliberately broken for ritual or religious purposes. Why would you think the Jomon people might have taken an object like this and broken it? The next object on the tour for you to consider is a later sacred or ritual object created by an early Japanese culture in the nearby display case. This is from the Kofun period, from about the 3rd century to the last half of the 6th century AD. This is a haniwa, or a funerary clay figure, which represents a warrior. It's fired in a somewhat more mature process, but remains a figurine valued by a preliterate society in Japan. Statues, warriors like this one, or statues of horses, chickens, animals, boats, and other figures from the world of the living, were placed on top of the bottom of the entrance to tomb mounds, which might be several city blocks in area. Study this figure and describe it carefully, and look at it from all sides. Does this figure suggest something to you about the culture that revered it? What purpose do you think it served in the grave complex where it was placed?